There were many predecessors to it, X drive and I drive and Z drive. With all those things, what you did is you installed a piece of software on your computer, and then you said upload, and now your file is in the cloud, and then when you needed that file, you said download. So one step, they had one step, upload or download. So all the predecessors to Dropbox were upload or download. Dropbox said, what if we could make it not one step, but 0 steps? 0 steps. So it would just be a folder on your computer, and any file that's in there is in the cloud. And if you change the file, it's changed in the cloud. There's no upload or download. It's just in the folder. Well, it sounds like a good idea. I can't even tell you how hard that is to implement. There's 2 things they had to conquer. One is they had to conquer hacking into the file and folder system on the computer. And then so that they could make it so that that folder looked like all the other folders. It just had a little Dropbox icon on it. When they hacked that, not only they accomplished something that was so difficult that Apple, the team at Apple, and they had done this for Apple computers, the team at Apple couldn't figure out how to do it on their own computers. They actually went to Dropbox and said, can you tell us how to do this? On Mac computers. That's how hard it was. But there's a second problem they had to conquer, and that one was even harder, which is it turns out if you put a file into a folder that's also in the cloud, and then you open that document, whether it's a Word document or a PowerPoint, and you change something, you've got to make sure it changes in the cloud as well. That's called synchronization. And synchronization is phenomenally difficult because there's so many edge cases of what can go wrong. Imagine that you lose the Wi-Fi signal while you're synchronizing. There's so many things that can go wrong. And so to make the synchronization work perfectly across all file types, all computers, all Wi-Fi connectivity, all the edge cases that can make errors occur. And if an error occurs, your file no longer works. Imagine how frustrating that would be. But your entire PowerPoint no longer works. That's a business dead in the water if you do that. They could not have that. They had to have 100% reliable synchronization. They conquered those 2 things. And you know what they said to me when I joined Dropbox? They said, we made it so that the 0 steps to have your stuff in the cloud. And before us, all the predecessors that no one ever used had 1 step. And they said, Chris, the difference between 1 and 0 is infinite. And that's a mathematical truth. The difference between 1 and 0 is infinite. And something you should always remember as you think through simplicity.